Hi, everyone. We are here. Our market update. It is Thursday, a little after 4 o'clock. If you're watching, please subscribe wherever you're at. Also, feel free to ask some questions, comment below for any kind of questions. We got the clicker going below. Let's get into the warm and fuzzy. How are rates
Warm
looking?
and fuzzy. You mean my chinchilla collection?
Oh, my. I want to talk about in a second about the median home price and things like that happened in November, but before we
Ooh.
get there, I know you're going to give us a good news about what's happening with rates.
Well, I'm going to give you the news before tomorrow because tomorrow's jobs report, and I'm guessing that's not going to go over well. So if you are in escrow right now and your lender is talking to you and not telling you to be prepared for possible negative events tomorrow, you may be talking to the wrong person. You may get some adverse reactions tomorrow to the jobs reports that may not benefit mortgage rates. Other
What time
than
does that come
that,
out tomorrow?
what's up?
What time does that
It's
come out
probably going
tomorrow?
to come out. I think it's 9 or 10 a.m. Let me double check. I think it. Ooh, yeah, I think it's going to be 9 or 10 a.m. Actually, I think it may be more like 11. So it'll reflect. You're not going to see it till 11 o'clock out there on the East Coast, and then it's going to be a little bit different. Oh, and there you pulled up the chart. So the chart's interesting because as you look at it, rates just recently started to come down again.
Yeah.
But don't get too excited about all this. The funny thing is if you look at this chart Vinny's showing you, and you look at the 30-year fixed FHA, it says 6.19. You may be careful who you talk to as a lender because you could possibly get down to the 5.625, 5.75, APR at 0.1258. Full disclosure. And the VA also, look at the VA. This is also a misprice. When you look at that, it says 6.20. You may be careful who you're talking to as a lender because you could do better than that. But the most interesting is this one. This one right here, jumbo. Let's highlight jumbo. Vinny, can you go over the jumbo rate? Go up.
Right here, 7%.
So look at the jumbo rate, 7%. Well, you may be careful who you talk to with a lender there because that's now averaging 6.6 to 6.75. And as a jumbo loan amount, APR at 0.125, full disclosure. You may want to know because if your loan amount's jumbo, you're over $1 million. All of a sudden, the difference of 25 basis points is a massive amount on your payment, unless you want to have a payment.
So even though the trend looks like it's working its way down again, even though it was really nice over here, you think basically the job report is going to be pretty bad tomorrow, and then we're going to see rates go up?
I think you're probably going to see a 0.25% deterioration in rates tomorrow.
Oof.
So, could I be wrong 100%? Am I, Warren Buffett doing rates? No. If I was that, Warren Buffett would tell you hedge your position against losses. It's better to be defensive than to try and be Alan Greenspan, which I'm not either. So I just think the jobs report is going to be worse than you think tomorrow. And I think you're going to watch the bond market kind of react, and you're going to see rates probably get worse, probably around 11 o'clock to the afternoon time. So talk to your lender tomorrow. Make sure they're actually watching this and paying attention. If your lender has not remotely even talked to you about this, you may have chosen unwisely, but they may have great personality.
All right, so something I want to get into. Let's see. I think it's right here. List of sold. Okay, so bring this up. List of sold. Nothing too crazy here. It's going down a tad bit, but you're still talking about. In the 99% of list of sold. That's for detached properties. This is for list of sold across the board. So again, still around 99%. So slightly under. Now, one of the things that I kind of thought was interesting, and this is the median price. Okay. So we're talking about the median price for detached and condos is a little less than 900,000. Okay. Nothing too drastic. But this one, if the median detached price has gone down a tad bit, it's still above $1 million. I don't know. I feel like that number is. I feel like it's off a little bit. The detached market, yes, we used to get a softening during the holidays, but it feels like a warmer market than those numbers really show right now.
What's interesting is there's there's actually going to be an email that I send out tomorrow that goes out that reported on data me and you went over about a month ago when we were telling everybody the cheapest month to buy is traditionally October. That's when everyone goes under contract, and then it closes in November. So the data come out compared to last November. The average San Diego detached home was $895 for just the month of November. It's only the month of November. And this year, for the month of November, it was like $847, $849. So those of you who wondered, that October going into November is traditionally the best month to buy to get the lower price.
Well, if you look at the last 2 years, right, you see the drop in the last 2 years, right? You see that dip. The one thing we got to remember, though, that dip around like July, I think, of both those 2 years, or August, that's when we saw the rates jump up. We saw it from 3 to 6, and we saw it from like 3 to like 8 or something, or 3 to 7 or something like that.
Oh, so it was massive.
You're seeing basically the market adapt to the rates, and I think that's why we saw. And you saw holidays, so like, okay, I'll just wait till after next year. This year we haven't seen a crazy adjustment to interest rates. There's just like, it's a lot of uncertainty in the market. We had the new rule change at the end of the year. We had the elections. People were fighting over that. I mean, just a lot of uncertainty. And if rates do come down, which if you listen to us, we thought the rates are going to get better in December. So if you listen to us,
you still may get that. You still may. The Fed deciding, that was some data I was reading. Let me see if I can pull it up. The data I was reading is, Powell's comments. He's talking about, he's sounding more and more dovish on rate cuts. Well, that's interesting because he thinks the economy's in super great shape where we don't gotta do rate cuts. If you're a normal human being buying groceries, buying everything, that's not probably the concern you have. It's probably not, you're thinking everything's strong and all your money. And we still may be surprised late in December, and we may get the 25 basis point rate cut in December. The other thing you got to remember is, once the new president-elect comes into power, what's going to happen with Powell? Like, will he stay in power or will he go away? And it's going to be really interesting. What is it? Fed futures market is putting a 25 basis point December rate cut. Okay. It's still, the futures market still predicting 25 basis rate cut in December. So, that's interesting. And then next year it's projected to be 75 bips of rate cuts, as opposed to 100 what it was before. So a little bit not as aggressive, but I don't know. I still think you may get it, Vinnie. I still think you may get the rate cut of 25 basis points, which doesn't guarantee mortgage rates will go down. Full disclosure, we say it every show. Yeah. Just because the Fed cuts rates doesn't mean mortgages go down. Because last time it went down for a week and then went up 0.5%.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the one thing we know, you're seeing the clicker right here. We're getting a little under, I think, 4,000 right now for the clicker of inventory in San Diego. I want to say, we were at this time last year less inventory. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
But we still, you're talking still about, about 4,000 properties on the market, and we'll go less than that during the holidays, and we'll get a little more after. But still, we're going to need a massive amount of inventory. So that's not changing. The condo market, yes, they're building out more condos, but still not to the degree that we need. The one thing that was interesting, I was talking to a property manager. I don't deal a lot of property management, and they were bringing up the fact of that they're seeing a lot more vacant rentals right now.
That is actually true. Rental vacancies are up, and rents actually not moving up as quickly as before. And this was an interesting article in the Wall Street Journal. Interesting, right?
Around builders lots.
Yeah, that's a Wall Street Journal article that was out today. And basically, actually, it was Tuesday. Sorry. So that's Tuesday's article. And it's saying right now, home builders are giving away the farm to sell those houses. So, word of advice, and Vinnie will probably agree with me. If you're going to go to a builder's lot, you better make sure your realtor can go with you and they can help you and navigate the deal, because otherwise you are going into a very interesting arena with that builder and the way they're going to sell you stuff. And I'm going to highly suggest you're walking around a builder's lot, bring your realtor, have representation of your own realtor, not the builders.
To answer Manuel's question, so 22 days on market for detached and 24 days on market as of November. And you saw last year, right? This was 30 days, and then it was 24. Oh, that's pretty funny. So it's about the exact same as last December. So
does that mean Santa Claus is bringing us for Christmas lower rates? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, it needs something, but yeah, the
oh, my friend, sorry to tell you, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there is a softening in the market, and there's definitely outlier situations, and properties are still selling. I mean, the tough part about it, to go to Emmanuel's question, is that as days on markets go up, realtors sometimes don't know what to do with the longer market. I was talking to someone in the Midwest where they're talking about 6 months days on market.
Wow.
Like, you
6 months days on market. You're like, wait a minute, does that come with a cow and a horse?
Well, they're going, okay, well, oh my gosh, I should start freaking out. I mean, after 7 months, and I'm like, here to a month, you're like, what's going on? I mean, some
7 months on market, you're like, wait a minute.
But anyways, all right, we meet our limit. We try to stay under 10 minutes, so we got to keep it short and sweet. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, please share, and go tell your friends. See you guys.
Boom.